All right, guys, Christmas is coming up, so I figured we needed another auntie haul. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another anti-doll anti-haul. For anybody who doesn't know, an anti-haul is an over-exaggerated way of counteracting the rampant consumerism that is pushed upon us in a capitalist society. So basically, it's instead of us being like, this is everything I want to buy, we're doing like the antithesis to that, where this is everything I don't want to buy and this is why I don't want to buy it. But I thought it would just be fun and helpful with Christmas coming up and the holidays and everything, just kind of talking ourselves out of some dolls. And I know somebody specifically who watches me that he needs to stop being a completist with the LOL OMG dolls. There's too many. I don't know what you're doing, girl. I learned about anti-hauls from Abby Williamson here on YouTube, and that's kind of where I got my whole like rah-rah, fuck the establishment kind of attitude. As I say that, filming this on my iPhone and looking through my old iPhone on Instagram. But I thought it would just be fun to like go through Pat Pouchelet-Millet's Instagram, youloveit.com, Disney 200's Instagram, stuff like that, and then just kind of look for something to do. Also, look at my cute sweater. If we're going to talk about like capitalism, there was a sale at Hot Topic, and it's like a bunch of vintage Barbies in the old like ski chalet dollhouse that's like a perfect triangle. Like, I absolutely love it, and it's just super cute. And because of the nature of this anti-haul, some of these things are probably already out, but you know, if you haven't bought them yet and you're looking for a reason not to, here you go. For very, very obvious reasons, I would love to anti-haul the Saks Fifth Avenue Belle Princess doll that was $300. Like, what the fuck? What? First of all, when has Hasbro ever set up the precedent to charge that much for something they have made? They have never ever made a doll that was good enough to be charged $50. Let alone $300. Like, are you fucking kidding me with that? The audacity coming off of them. Like, I understand that she has embroidery and like separate pieces and stuff like that. You know, like stuff that dolls just used to have anyway. Her hands are still like molded plastic hands that are painted to match the gloves. So like, they're not even like, she still has painted on details and everything outside of like her face. Like, I'm just looking at her and she looks like a Hasbro doll. Like, there's nothing like insanely unique. I know they're trying to make her dress look like a rose that's open and everything, but like, I can't imagine giving Hasbro $300 for anything they're doing with the Disney Princess line. I don't hate everything they're doing with the Disney Princess line, but they're not doing anything amazing. What I really need to do is just watch one of these videos that like a YouTuber has made about this doll and just see if it's worth it, because like, there's no way. No. Like, in Saks Fifth Avenue for Disney dolls, they get fucking crazy with some of their prices. Wasn't there like a $13,000 Anna and Elsa like gift set? And because it had jewelry, they thought that they could charge that many thousands of dollars for it. I don't know. It's just, the whole thing is just shady as fuck. The wonderful Kith X Barbie collaboration, where it literally came with everything in the picture for once, like all the beautiful accessories, the furniture pieces, everything. And I think it was like 130, 150, something like that. I can't remember, but to get like a whole ass doll, multiple items of clothing, a rack, furniture, stuff like that, like I think that's really cool. Just everything I think like Barbie consumers wanted at the moment, but the collaboration was so messy and they talked about it for so long, and it was like, was it ever going to come out? And then it didn't have enough, sold out in seconds, and it's just like, it's a mess. It's one of those things where it's like a fuck you to Barbie collectors, because it's like, hey, guess what? We can produce this shit, hardly ever gonna, and you're never gonna get enough. And so I want this, but I'm anti-hauling it because I'm not paying scalper prices for something that should have been a little more controlled in the marketplace. But she is pretty. I think she's beautiful. I know she looks like that one fashionista. I wasn't gonna buy this for the doll. She's a pretty doll, but I wanted the accessories and the outfits and everything. So yeah, I am anti-hauling this because there is no fucking way a scalper is ever gonna get money out of me. A reseller, yes. A scalper can fucking eat my asshole completely clean. The 50th anniversary Cinderella doll. Congrats, Disney, you did it, I guess. I don't, like, what is this? It's so just boring for what it is. Like, I don't know. I saw a lot of people shitting on, like, the castle on the bottom, and, like, are you surprised? Like, Disney does shit like that all the time. She's pretty, like, she's a pretty doll, but she's a 17-inch collector pricing doll. Like, I think she's $150 or something like that. And, like, who wants to... No, Disney, stop it. See, even Disney isn't safe from, like, the crap that Mattel and MGA are trying to feed us, where they're like, oh, like, materials and methods and, like, the overall cost of dolls and goods and everything and getting them here from China, it's really hard, and so that's making everything expensive with less quality. And I believe that to, like, an extent. I would love to see more, like, statistics, information, everything like that backing that up, because while I believe that could be partially true, I feel like, especially because Isaac Larian, the CEO of MGA, has been, like, kind of going out in the media, kind of pushing that narrative. It's like, oh, you can get your toys for Christmas, but they're going to cost you so much more because of, I had to pay so much money to get them shipped over here. And I believe it to an extent, but I do think it's being over exaggerated, and they're kind of pushing that narrative where it's like, we're just trying our best, and, like, if you want anything, like, you're just gonna have to eat some of that cost because, you know, we're like $1 million corporation, but it's just too hard on us, even though that's, like, your one job is to make toys and get them over here and sell them. I don't know. It just gives me that whole, like, when McDonald's burned that lady with the coffee thing, and they were like, well, what were you thinking with it being hot, and really, like, downplayed it. And they're like, people will sue for the most frivolous things. And it's like, no, dude, she was actually, like, very much harmed with that. You gave her an insulting amount. And so it's just, like, this whole narrative where these people in power have, like, they're just trying to push this where it's like, we're trying our best, but are you though? Like, are you really? But Disney's not excluded from that. Sorry, that was a weird rant. But that's, like, this whole thing. It's just very, like, anti, like, capitalist, everything like that. So yes, anyway, let me try to rein it back in. Oh my God, I am sorry. This Cinderella doll, she's pretty, but was she necessary? That's what I'm asking. And maybe Disney fans are, like, fucking losing their mind over this. Maybe they think this is the best thing they ever could have done for the 50th anniversary of the Disney parks. Is it Disney World, Disneyland? Disney World. Okay. I don't know. Disney adults, let me know. The Ultimate Princess Designer Collection situation. We've had Jasmine, Pocahontas, and Ariel. I am buying Ariel. I don't much care for her outfit, but I do think she's a pretty doll. And I think this is one of those situations where Disney fans asked for something and they don't like how it turned out, even though it's what they asked for. Because it's very much the Disney princesses in an homage to them, but in very, very different outfits. One thing I would like to say is the Pocahontas one, she makes me feel a little dirty. Something about Disney profiting off of a child victim and an actual human being, even though they made her into, like, this 19-year-old character who was, like, totally chill with, like, being colonized. Like, there's something, like, off about that. One thing I wish Disney would do is either use any sales they get from Pocahontas dolls to give to, like, indigenous causes and charities and everything, and programs that help indigenous people. Disney makes enough money. They can give 100% of profits from something like this Pocahontas doll and give that money to people. Because I know when they were making the movie, they had people on there for counsel and they completely ignored everything they did. Like, if Disney wants to keep profiting off of, like, indigenous storytelling, what they need to do is scrap Pocahontas, put her in the vault. I love her. She's one of my favorite Disney princesses, but she was a real human, and there's something icky about that. So what Disney needs to do is they need to take Pocahontas, put her away for a while now, come back, tell, like, like some kind of like indigenous creator story pre-contact, so it's only indigenous voices being heard, and then have like the people playing the voices be indigenous actors, have the money go towards indigenous causes and everything like that, kind of like what they did with like Moana, but make it like an indigenous creator story pre-contact and have that be like the new like Native American indigenous Disney princess. And kind of like Pocahontas had her moment for like almost 30 years at this point. It's kind of icky. Let's just put it away. So yeah, the Pocahontas limited edition doll, anti-haul, 100%. I want to be very clear about this. I love this concept, okay? I hate the execution. And so I will be anti-hauling the Barbie extra mini dolls. I love mini dolls, like anything like 4 to 6 inch dolls. They come with cuter play sets because it takes less material, so they can be a little bit cuter, stuff like that. I don't super duper hate these. They're just not quite grabbing me. Like there's just something slightly off, and I don't think it's their big heads or anything. I'm used to big headed dolls. Like I have my Rainbow High girls. They're not quite there for me. Maybe if I saw them in person, I might like the little mini extras more. It's not all the way there yet. This feels very much LOL, OMG, JK, in between, whatever those things were, where they were just the little baby dolls put on stilts to be a little bit taller. Those didn't do super well. I feel like Barbie's like always like a year behind what MGA is doing. And something about them, I'm just not into. You guys let me know if you have them, if you think they're the best thing ever. Or if they're worth the money. I haven't even really seen them yet. I think there's some at my Walmart, but it's like the big playset girl. But yeah, I would just anti-haul these because like I love mini dolls, but this isn't it. Like if I'm gonna do like a mini doll this size, Polly Pocket, I think she's fantastic. Like when she comes with those little rubbery outfits and everything, like those are cute, and I like her playsets usually. Oofa. Okay, so this one, luckily I can't even buy her right now because I'm pretty sure she's out of stock. But I do want to talk about the Bratz GCDS dolls. Sasha. I think the doll herself is beautiful. I don't know what's going on with the outfit. I know I've seen it compared in some of the doll groups to like whatever runway outfits it's based off of. I don't much care for it. I appreciate it though, because of what they're trying to do with dolls. We don't see something this extravagant or fanciful or whatever on dolls that much, honestly. Like usually if we do like a special edition doll, like you see it with Bratz all the time, like the Holiday Felicia, giant poofy gown. The GCDS Yasmin, giant poofy gown. You know, like we see that a lot on these collector dolls, but like Sasha's doing something different here, and while I appreciate that they're trying to do something different, I'm just not vibing on it. And even though I just said like giant poofy dolls, I want the Holiday Felicia and I want the GCDS Yasmin doll because I'm a fucking hypocrite, you know? Sasha, like if I could just buy the doll of Sasha, hell yeah. Like she looks so freaking cute. But the outfit, ooh, I'm not into it. But I mean, look, who am I to judge fashion? But I'm anti-hauling her. Because I don't want to feel like I need to get all these special edition Bratz dolls. I just don't. But if I have the money, I would like the Yasmin or the Holiday Felicia the most. But Sasha, I can do without Sasha. If somebody gave it to me, fantastic. But yeah, so I'm anti-hauling her. Okay, so one thing I am anti-hauling is this fucking Barbie Extra 5-pack. It already comes with like 3 of the girls I absolutely love. It comes with the pink coat girl, the rainbow coat girl, and the fringe flame jacket girl. Love those girls, but I already have them. I don't need to get a whole ass set for one doll who, first of all, too many people have shown pictures of her getting her earrings like stuck in her cheek. If you can't even get the quality control on this expensive set, Barbie, like, why would people want to buy that? Like, honestly, what I wish people would do is just go into Walmart, take a pair of scissors, cut her out, and shoplift it. But I'm only saying that as a joke and not literally for legal reasons. But you know, snip, snip. But there's something like shitty about that because like LOL OMG does this a lot where like I want boy dolls, right? They've only done 3 boy dolls so far, but Cool Lev has been the only one by himself. But then they take the boy dolls and they hide them in these packs where you have to buy a girl. And it's like, I only want the one thing, and they know that the one thing will sell better if it's included with other stuff, I guess. But like this girl from this Barbie set, she could have sold on her own. Like they don't need to do that cheap, shitty tactic. And I guarantee you guys, after this season, she's probably going to get a re-release of her own doll. Like, I wouldn't worry about this, or wait till they go on clearance. There's probably a ton of these. You know, like don't give Barbie $100+ right now. Wait, I guarantee you she's going to show up on her own. And if not on her own, she's going to be there after Christmas on clearance, depending on your area. I got to watch what I say sometimes because I live in a very small area where I don't have a lot of competition with other doll collectors to be buying stuff. So the stuff here, I can just literally wait for it to go on clearance. It doesn't sell out. But that's not the case for everybody. I'm sure like in places like California where there's more of like a scalper culture, you probably have to fight people like for the Kith doll or something, but you can actually physically go to the store and get a Kith doll or a Zara doll before they sell out. Like this 5-pack, I'm definitely anti-hauling. I think it's a shitty tactic, and she'll show up other places. Like I'm not worried about her. At my Walmart currently, there's a bunch of these like miraculous ladybug character dolls or whatever, and I'm a slut for character dolls. That's nothing new on my channel. I've never seen the show, but I like the blonde cat boy, and I want him, but the only doll that they have right now is this black suit cat one, where his mask is like permanently on his face, and I can't take it off. And it's only like $16, and they look like they're pretty posable. And if I can't take off the face mask, there's like literally no point in buying him, because I would either use him like his body for like a rebody of another doll, or I would use his face sculpt and put it on like some other body, you know, if I wanted to like swap him around and everything and do like a little bit more of a customization with him. So just the idea that like their face masks are like permanently sculpted into their face sculpt, I don't care for that. Otherwise I would buy him, but yeah, I'm just not into it at the moment. The Bratz Rock Angels dolls, I've heard nothing but bad stuff about them. I don't have the nostalgia boner for the first time they came out, but they did have some cute accessories, I think like flip phones and stuff, and I think that's so fucking adorable. But if they have like a shit ton of like production and quality control issues, I don't want to spend the full retail price. If they show up on Amazon like half off one day, then yeah, maybe I would like some of these Rock Angel girls, because I like their like leather daddy looking, like just that. I love that. Like that's an aesthetic I'm here for. But if they have the problems that people keep saying they do with like the wonky eyes and everything, I can definitely wait until they're like half off, which maybe they won't be. Maybe they'll sell out and they'll never be half off, and then I don't have to buy them anyway. So Bratz Rock Angels, definitely an anti-haul. Okay, and so let's end this Christmas anti-haul with a retraction. I have changed my tune, and I just want you guys to know, before you take my doll collecting card away, I just want you to know, if you haven't ever even tried these out, give them a shot. But I don't hate color reveal dolls anymore. The color reveal Barbies, I think, are actually pretty fucking cool the more and more I do them. Like all of these mermaids and the merman, I cannot tell you how much fun I had unboxing these, playing with them, posting them on TikTok, and just having like a really, really fun time with them. Are they expensive? Yes. But you're paying for like an experience. I don't know. I don't want to like ignore like why I wasn't originally into these, but I am gonna say, after playing around with the mermaids a lot, because I've only ever gotten a color reveal if it's mermaid themed, whether it's water ones or the one where I peeled off her skin or whatever. So I just want you to know, like, there is something to them. There's a reason why they're so popular. They are cheaply made, but the profit margin on them is insane and they sell. So I'm assuming Mattel isn't gonna give that up anytime soon if they can make a shit ton of money off of them and they sell. But I do want you to know that they are fun and cool. And Barbination, actually, he just unboxed a advent calendar one, and there was almost nothing in that advent calendar I didn't love. Like, between the boots, the accessories, like all the fun stuff. Even her hair is like a cute little pixie cut. I don't really like that dumbass ponytail, like shove it in the back of their head thing. But her herself, she was a really pretty doll. So there's something to it. I get why they're popular. They're definitely marketed towards kids. Kids absolutely love them. And I think sometimes as adult collectors, we have to remember what's being marketed towards kids and what's being marketed towards adult collectors. Okay, guys. Yeah, sorry that was more of like a shorter anti-haul. Like, the list wasn't as long, but there's actually a lot that's coming out that I like. And Miss Old Barb's, she's slowly turning it around. Like, there is a lot of stuff that they're coming out with that I am very much down with. These rewind lines, I love. The pink collection, I'm a slut for Silkstone material. I can't help it. I just love Silkstone stuff. These Barbie style dolls from Instagram, I'm loving them. The price point is absolutely fucking absurd. They could easily sell those for $50 and be just fine. $100 is a lot, but usually they come out around the time you can get a quarterly discount anyway. And just stuff like that. Like, Barb's is doing stuff I like. Obviously, Rainbow High is doing stuff I like. We'll see what happens with the Mermaze dolls from MGA, because the one we saw was clearly a Project MC Squared doll that had been played around with and customized. Definitely a prototype, definitely not a finalized doll. But she looked ugly as shit, and she looked like she had a bunch of botched cosmetic surgery done and everything. And I'm all for like a super stylized look with like big lip filler lips and stuff like that. But she looked terrifying, and I think she looked ugly. And some of the pictures I'm seeing, it's the dolls as mermaids, but they don't have like removable tails, and I'm kind of not okay with that. Obviously, they're gonna blow Mermaid High out of the water. I love Mermaid High. These Mermaids dolls they're gonna be good in the end once they're like a more finalized product and everything. But we'll just have to wait until February 2022 to find that out, I think is when they said they're gonna come out. But yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know what you're going to anti-haul. What are you not feeling coming up? Yeah, thank you guys so much for everything, and I will see you in my next video where I end up actually liking color reveal dolls. Did I really just say I like color reveal dolls? I do. I don't care. There's something to them. They're fun.